start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution.
And at the 38. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 30 yards. Now Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ward. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Goff. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Goff now to throw. And he wisely would throw that one away.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Goff's throw here complete to Ward. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The defensive line take up the space and let the linebackers run free. They could also make plays himself, as we just saw there. Badgley's kick is good, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back, but there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made.
Downfield is a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on 3rd down.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Cook up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go in second down. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. As this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. On 2nd and a couple. Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a run at the 13-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remaining.
with Charles Davis. As always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And it's a room to run now. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run once more with Edwards. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. All right, Charles, he puts you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Gus Edwards, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Here's Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Fields. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll be hit and dropped.
and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready, because we've got another good one on tap.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden.
He's dropped at the 17.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott. They start the drive with Lynch. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Prescott. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is taken at about the 14. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by a 1st-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
Coming out of Ohio State, one of the top prospects in the NFL draft, and it was so big that they moved up in the draft to get him, to make sure that they had him. And, boys, he got the full package. Loves the game. Big time. 4.4 speed. So good that another quarterback prospect said to him, what's it feel like to run 4.4? Everybody wants to be that fast.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's got some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James Cook from 17 yards out. And the Bears will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring
it all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secure.
Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
You've got to know as a quarterback that's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. Just a couple on the pickup there. Now it's 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields,
26 yards.
And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And he's got room.
Still on his feet. Calvin Johnson.
A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well, they have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Calvin Johnson there to make the grab.
And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's the guy who's going to win.
Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And this does not end well as he's going to be out of bounds here at his own 5-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And some room to work. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
84 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Room here to run. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock
for the third quarter. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Up the middle, it's Cook. And some space here. Shreds it with a stiff arm. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run it again with Cook. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Fields going to hold on to it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against him throughout this game, that's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
On second down, Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. James Cook with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it's a turnover there on the lost fumble, and this third quarter could not really have started worse.
I think that's a great observation because this was a close game at the half. They gave up the touchdown.
And he takes this one in for a Bear. James Cook, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Prescott to throw it.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line.
228 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
They snap it to Fields.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They try again with Cook. Trucks him, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
James Cook.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. They'll try the middle with Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Lutz will look to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
pulls it in at the 13. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Seahawks take back over. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
First down, the run with Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope you're ready because we've got another good one on tap.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out will be the three-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 29, the dynamic Steve Young.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. This guy, he is hard to corral.
Young wasting no time, right to the air.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Young.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Now Young.
And he'll just get rid of it.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Returnable here from the 38. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of the drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues.
Now Cook running right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They run again on 1st down. 24 yards.
And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon.
Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was James Cook capping all of that off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out here with the option left. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
Cook up the cut. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Doesn't put this offense in a precarious position. We know the security plan of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 56 yards.
And the Bears lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. That's complete to Ward. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Young working out of the gun.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Michael Pittman,
37 yards.
and the Dolphins have cut it back within a score.
And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Catch, and he loves that. He's going to carry that in.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Takes it at the 7.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive with Cook. Oh, he's got some. There he goes, left side. He's at the 50. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. James Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the... And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. Here's Steve Young. Looking to get it to Ward. Intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Fields now to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
But that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game.
That throw by Young incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the shotgun, it's Young. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Young will set to throw.
He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Throwing, Young. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Calvin Johnson
58 yards. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Extra point by York. Touchdown, 14. He sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Justin Fields back to the field with his Bears offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, well, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I know for us it's fun. And it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Wants to try to add the PAT. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Young. Looking for Gronkowski. Out route. He's got him. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Young on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Take it at the 37. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool, 55 yards. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Young with the give to Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To throw, Young. Ball had his hands on it.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Miami.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Handoff comes to Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Taysom Hill, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and the end result is a Bears touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now here come the Dolphins.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
1st and 10, Young. He'll get this to Ward. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Young. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Young to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 152 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A give. This is Cook. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. So this one in the win